yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to That's So Leah. Kind of. This is not really supposed to be anything. However, I've decided that I would like to do mini videos. If you watched my last video, you know that I am planning on coming out with a schedule. Tomorrow is the day I will post a schedule for the rest of November and December. On top of that, I am going to work in That's So Leah, the podcast, season 2. And I'm also going to do these. I would like my mini vids to be very random. So I don't really want to schedule them. But I plan on making more of these to kind of sustain the channel. Because sometimes things happen and I get really busy. And I sometimes just don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, okay, we have to post something, babe. And so this can be something that I can do, some sustenance, if you will. You see that? Anyway, so I think that in my mini videos, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Oh, I do know what I'm talking about today. I'm curious. I've just been thinking about this. Everybody has something that's like, that they're afraid of. I recently have been rediscovering my fear, my biggest fear that I have.
She's tampering in dark-sided stuff. Yes, she did.
And I don't mean like a realistic fear. I mean like something that is unconventional and terrifying. I have a fear of something. And it has a name. So being a psych major, I learned about a lot of different phobias that people have, like agoraphobia, claustrophobia, all these different phobias. And I have a phobia that I didn't learn in psych class, but I learned while I was actually taking the course where I learned about like these different phobias that people have. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm actively getting scared as I'm trying to say the word. Like, watch 5 seconds before. It's actually so scary and it's so weird. It's called SUBMECHANO-WHAT. I know. So the official definition of SUBMECHANO-WHAT is the fear of man-made objects submerged underwater. Right. I don't know where it came from. No, that's a lie. I know exactly where it came from. And I keep forgetting this because I want to forget it. Okay, anyway. I think everybody has something that they're like unconventionally scared of. I don't mean like, oh, I'm scared of failure. I'm scared of like disappointing my friends and family. But like, I know someone who's like scared of rubber bands, the sound of the snapping. And like, I don't understand that, but I'm sure they look at me like, you're afraid of man-made objects submerged in water? I got this fear. Initially, my first memory of like being scared of something related to this was in 2021, I learned about a young man who decided to make a statue that replicated Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. Guys, he put this statue at the bottom of a lake in Crosby, Minnesota.
Whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
I'm actually shaky. Like I'm itching a little bit because that's scary. I would not have expected that. That is just so scary. And I saw this, mind you, I saw this in 2021. This man made the statue in 2013. Can you imagine the wear and tear? No, you can't imagine it. And I can't imagine it either. You know why? Because I saw it.
What?
I saw the video. So I don't want to hear it, but I will just leave you with the second example before I wrap this up. When I was in high school, I played the violin for several years. The band and orchestra of my high school would take a trip every 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, to Disney World, Orlando, basically. And we would go to, the first day we'd go to Universal and the orchestra would perform. The second day we'd go to Disney World and the band would perform, and the third day we had like a day in Epcot, and it was just like a free day. It was fun. Obviously, Universal Studios has rides related to the movies that the company has produced, including, you know, Harry Potter, you know, Wicked is now there. They have a whole bunch of stuff there. Harry Potter is probably the most memorable, but they have stuff like Jurassic Park. They've got the Marvel stuff. They have a whole bunch of things going on at Universal. One movie, a certain Steven Spielberg joint, used to have a ride. This movie is Jaws. So essentially the Jaws ride is where, if you haven't seen the movie, I don't really remember it, but like I know that it's based on like you taking a tour, like a scenic route, like a boat tour essentially, and like one of the skippers or like the tour boat guides is leading us to like a scenic route of like all the boathouses and everything, and they talk about how like there were some shark incidents and like how they have like a grenade launcher that's like an army structured grenade launcher, but they don't need to use it because there hasn't been any sharks seen around.
You the one who moved?
You see where I'm going with this? Then eventually, they see like a fin.
No.
It's based, you know, it's from the movie. So like, it's based around it, and so they're like, that's a shark fin.
Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
And then at some point, the shark makes an appearance, comes out of the water. Here's where it gets crazy. They go into this boathouse, like get away from it and to like hide from it. And there's like this banging against the boathouse that they're in. And it's knocking over barrels, water is spraying out everywhere. And they're saying it's the shark banging in, trying to get inside the boathouse.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, release him. I wish it ever.
After they get through and everything, they see the shark and he decides, you know what, this grenade launcher gotta get in use. Before he uses the grenade launcher, first of all, he uses it and he misses.
Idiots!
The shark bites down on accident trying to bite the boat, bites like an electric cord, and he gets fried. And when he gets fried, dude, he comes out. This is the part that used to scare me. He comes out from one last attempt to get everybody like on the boat and like bite the boat or whatever. Why is the shark head like actually burnt? Oh! Like the shark head was actually burnt. And then of course the guy shoots the grenade launcher, actually kills the shark for once, and then, because you know, whatever. And then they get off the boat. And then it's the next ride. Now, the concept is actually really cool. However, and I'm not gonna lie, I would ride this. But then again, I would be terrified. I would do it because I think that I would do it for the memory of like the Jaws ride. It's gone now because I guess they were making more room for they're trying to expand the Harry Potter world. So they needed to close that down, which sucks. But yeah, that used to scare me also. That's all I really wanted to say. I wanted to get this mini video series started, kind of. I wanted to jumpstart it before I sent out the schedule. And you will see that probably the day I post the video, maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna finish strong and post 2 YouTube videos, like I said, every 2 weeks. So this is week 1, starting out strong. But I just wanted to kind of like put a mini video out there so I could, yeah. All right, so stay blessed, stay beautiful. And if no one told you today, bye.